India produces about 6,000 tons of trout, out of which is less than 1% of the world production of trout. And we export literally none of it. This gap is our opportunity. We have the cold water, we have the infrastructure that is available. And what we need now is to build seed security, processing, cold chain, and certification, and with help of MPEDA, create a brand under Indian Trout to help boost exports of trout. Today, trout in Europe wholesales at around 20 euros per kilo, which is a very good margin for Indian producers. At Smart Green Aquaculture, our work with land-based aquaculture, temperature-controlled RAS systems, we have proved that trout can be grown in tropical places like Hyderabad, which we intend to take it forward for the rest of India. RAS is very predictable, traceable, biosecure, and scalable, which is the perfect recipe for buyers abroad. So an RAS farm in various states, probably every state in India, can sell to any buyer sitting in Frankfurt, Tokyo, or Dubai. My ask is simple: a national cold water aquaculture and export mission covering seed, technology support, processing clusters, certification, MPEDA-led branding, and air cargo support to support chilled exports. Sir, shrimp gave India scale. Cold water fisheries can help India build identity. Let's build that pillar, a premium, traceable, and proudly Indian export product. Also, Chief Minister, sir, I would humbly request to meet you personally to discuss how technology-led aquaculture can further strengthen the aqua industry in Andhra Pradesh. Thank you.
Thank you, Aditya. Next, I invite Ganesh Nakwa, who is founder of Blue Catch and a seventh generation.
No, I will be very happy. I want to meet you. I am searching people like you. Very good. Minister also told me, you meet me, we'll take to the logical conclusion. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now I invite Ganesh Nakwa, who is the founder CEO of Blue Catch. He's the seventh generation fisherman to modernizing the fishing industry from Maharashtra. Ganesh.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for the opportunity. I have been working with the digital traceability and the platform for the very few years now. And I think what Principal Secretary had mentioned earlier, that India has the potential for 3 lakh ton of tunas on the both sides of the coast. I think we need to optimize that. If you're talking about 3 lakh ton and at a landing value of 100 rupees, you know, that itself is a $500 million industry. And if you look at the value addition, it's another $1 billion industry. So I think instead of framing a new policy, I think we have to create a strong foundation first, and the value is in the foundation of creating a digital systems wherein we tap the existing fishing fleet. You know, India already has a 2 lakh fishing fleets, and we don't need more fishing fleets to catch this tuna. If we empower these fishing fleets, let's say for a Persian fishing fleet for catching the pelagic catch like skipjack tuna, kawa or long-tail tuna, and a long line boats for especially for the yellowfin tuna, we need to also understand what kind of stocks are available around it. Because already, you know, we've been talking about fish meal and the existing stress on the marine capture fisheries, and we don't see much growth in the numbers of catching fish. There has to be a value chain created right now, and all the key players in the industry, be it in the commercial commerce side, the Department of Fisheries side, environment and the concern, all have to come together and create a platform so that our Indian fisheries creates a value globally, and there is a demand for fisheries like that. So Blue Catch has been piloting such projects, though privately, but working with the small groups of community on both the coast. We have piloted for the squid, we have piloted for the tuna, and it can create a value for existing supply chain and create a branding for made in India seafood, which will have a global value, which will create a premium for a fisherman of India. Because going forward, I think last 10 years, you know, it took us to form a marine fisheries regulation bill. I was part of it since 2016. We are already at missing train. 10 years it has been that we've been talking about, you know, exporting 1 million ton of high value species which are there in our EEZ and high seas. I think it's a high time now we utilize those with the existing fleet, modernize them, make them smart and digitally traceable. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Ganesh. Now I invite Dr. Manoj Sharma, who is a shrimp farmer from Gujarat.
सर सभी मंत्रीगण को मेरा नमस्कार सर। इतना रोने धोने के बाद भी सर अगर से हम नंबर 1 प्रोड्यूसर है सी फूड एक्सपोर्टर दुनिया में, तो सबको बहुत बधाई और जोरदार ताली उसके लिए। सर मैं गुजरात से हूँ और ये 30 साल से श्रिम्प फार्मर हूँ, ये पूरी जर्नी मैंने देखी है सर। मैं दोनों मंत्रियों से खास रिक्वेस्ट कर सकता हूँ सर कि जो हम 80,000 टन झींगा से 10 लाख टन तक पहुंचे और 70 लाख टन मच्छी से 200 लाख टन तक पहुंचे, और जो हमारा विकसित भारत मिशन है 2047, मेरी तो आंख अर्जुन के जैसी वो विकसित भारत पे 2047। सर आपको आश्चर्य होगा मंत्री जी आपको कि जितना भी ये डेवलपमेंट फिशरीज की हुई है वो सिर्फ प्राइवेट लैंड में है, लोगों ने अपने खेतों को कन्वर्ट करके ये फील्ड तक पहुंचे। लेकिन सर आपके ध्यान में मैं लाऊं, हमारे भारत के पास इतनी धरोहर है, 12 लाख हेक्टर ब्रैकिश वाटर हेक्टर एरिया है जो श्रिम्प फार्मिंग डेवलप हो सकता है। हमारे पास लाखों किलोमीटर की नदी नाले हैं, हमारे पास 11,000 किलोमीटर की कोस्ट लाइन है, हमारे पास चंद्रबाबू नायडू साहब बैठे हैं। आंध्र प्रदेश, एक अकेला आंध्र प्रदेश हमारा 70% बनाता है। तो सर हमारे पास 9 मैरीटाइम स्टेट है, हमको सिर्फ 2 आंध्र प्रदेश बना दो तो विकसित भारत का पूरा मिशन पूरा हो जाएगा। और सर गोयल साहब सबसे बड़ी बात, आपको अभी डबल इंजन की सरकार गुजरात में भी है और वेस्ट बंगाल में भी है। सर ये दोनों स्टेट में मिला के 7 लाख हेक्टर जगह है जो सरकारी चीज दे सकते सर। तो मैं फार्मर एसोसिएशन की तरफ से या श्रिम्प फार्मर की तरफ से एक ही नारा दूंगा जो सुभाष चंद्र बोस दिए थे, खून दो दो आजादी देंगे। सर आप जमीन दो, हम आपको झींगा देंगे। और सर गुजरात ही एक ऐसा स्टेट है जिसके अंदर आपको पीएमओ में नरेंद्र मोदी साहब को याद दिलाई है, जब वो सीएम थे 2007 में, तो उन्होंने एक सिंगल विंडो पॉलिसी बनाई थी फिशरीज की, जो आप मेरी नजर में वन ऑफ द बेस्ट है। वो हर स्टेट में इंप्लीमेंट होनी चाहिए सर, आप उनको याद दिलाओ। अगर से वो काम हो गया सर तो आपका विकसित भारत मिशन 2047 100% अच्छी हो सकता है, ये मैं मानता हूं सर। खूब खूब धन्यवाद सर।
धन्यवाद मनोज जी फॉर सच पैशनेट इनपुट्स। सर आज हमारे साथ वी हैव सम प्रोग्रेसिव फार्मर्स आल्सो एंड इन दिस सीरीज आई इनवाइट जी गांधी भगवान राजू।
ఈ కార్యక్రమానికి వచ్చేసిన అందరికీ నమస్కారం సార్. నా పేరు గాంధీ భగవాన్ రాజు, పాలకొల్లు, వెస్ట్ గోదావరి, ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ రాష్ట్ర ఆక్వా రైతు సంఘం అధ్యక్షుడండి. ఈరోజు మా ఆక్వాకల్చర్లో చాలా ఇబ్బందికర పరిస్థితులు ఉన్నాయి. దానికి ముఖ్య కారణం వాతావరణంలో పలు మార్పుల వల్ల మేము చెరువులు కోల్పోతున్నాం వైరస్ బారిన పడి. అలాగే నాణ్యమైన సీడ్ రాకపోవడం వల్ల ఈహెచ్పి ద్వారా చెరువులు కోల్పోతున్నాం. మీరు పెద్ద మనసు చేసుకుని ఏదైతే సీడ్ ఉందో అది మంచి సీడ్ మనకి వచ్చేలాగా, మంచి బోర్డర్స్ వచ్చేలాగా ఎక్కువ శాతంలో కృషి చేయగలిగితే ఇలా ఈ దేశంలోనే ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ అత్యధిక ఉత్పత్తి కలిగిన ఆక్వా రంగంలో ఉంది. దానికి ఏదైతే చెన్నైలో ఉన్న క్వారంటైన్ని ఇక్కడ ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్కి విశాఖపట్నం తీసుకురాగలిగితే చాలా ఉపయోగకరంగా ఉంటుందని చెప్పి మీకు తెలియజేసుకుంటూ, అలాగే మీరు రైతు పక్షపాతి, రైతు బాంధవుడు. గతంలో వరి రైతుల్ని మరి ఈరోజు ఎంత ఉత్పత్తి పెరిగి ఇవాళ రాష్ట్రంలోనే వరి రైతు ఆనందంగా ఉంటున్నాడు సార్. అలాగే ఆక్వా రైతులను కూడా మీరు ఒక సమస్యలు పరిష్కరించి వారందరికీ కూడా మీరు తోడుండాలని చెప్పి మిమ్మల్ని జీవితాంతం మేము గుండెల్లో పెట్టుకుని పూజించుకుంటామని చెప్పి ఈ సందర్భంగా అందరికీ తెలియజేస్తూ నాకు ఈ అవసరం ఇచ్చిన మీకు ధన్యవాదాలు. అలాగే సార్ మా తరపున రైతుల తరపున చిన్న రిప్రజెంటేషన్ ఉంది, అవకాశం ఇస్తే అది కలగజేయాలని చెప్పి మనం కోరుకుంటున్నాను సార్. థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్ సార్.
सर जो एक फार्मर है सर वेस्ट गोदावरी डिस्ट्रिक्ट से, वो चाह रहा है सर जो क्लाइमेट चेंज से जो भी फार्मर को जो नुकसान हो रहा है उसके ऊपर आईसीआर इंस्टीट्यूट्स और गवर्नमेंट मिलके हमको मदद करना चाहिए, और क्वालिटी सीड हम लोग को अगर अवेलेबल होगा तो हम लोग और कमाई कर सकता है, वी कैन अर्न मोर। और सर जो एक फार्मर्स को आप लोग अच्छा सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं, जो क्वारंटाइन सिस्टम जो चेन्नई में है उसको वैजाग में भी आप लाइए तो हमारे लिए भी बहुत अच्छा होगा, हमको बहुत सपोर्ट होगा। और हम लोग बहुत धन्यवाद है सर, आप लोग जो हमको हमारा सुनने के लिए इतना दूर आया, आप लोग करके मदद करने के लिए बोल रहे हैं सर।
सर कोई भी बीज या चीज जब इंपोर्ट की जाती है तो उसका डिजीज का इंग्रेस चेक करने के लिए उसको क्वारंटाइन में रखा जाता है 1 हफ्ते के लिए, एक डेजिग्नेट पीरियड के लिए। वो क्वारंटाइन की फैसिलिटी चेन्नई में है, वो कह रहे हैं इसको स्ट्रेंथन करके रीजनल सिस्टम इंडिया में रख के विशाखापट्टनम में भी की जाए।
तुरंत करेंगे
करेंगे सर, दैट
we assure them कि 100%
we will take up that request and do it.
को identify
Yes sir, we'll do.
Okay.
सर विशाखापट्टनम ऑलरेडी एंट्री पॉइंट है लाइव स्टॉक आइटम्स के लिए। द ओनली थिंग इज उसको फिशरीज के लिए भी करना है सर, एंट्री पॉइंट ऑन। थैंक यू सर। नाउ सर विल टेक अनदर
What is the cost?
प्रोग्रेसिव फार्मर।
1 minute, sir. What is the cost? Quarantine center cost?
Sir, we just have to put few tanks, maybe around 20 to 25 crore, and manpower is more important, sir.
लिखी we have worked out कितना cost होता है
20-25, sir.
So can we not take it in Matsya Sampada?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We'll do it.
We'll do it.
And we'll identify wherever
Yes, sir.
required.
Okay, that's good. I'm thanking Piyush ji, Honorable Minister for Commerce. He is truly promoting exports. I wish all the best. Give a big applause for him. He announced it and he will get it done.
थैंक यू सर। एक सर हम एक और प्रोग्रेसिव फार्मर से उनके इनपुट लेंगे। कुमार राजू।
గౌరవ ముఖ్యమంత్రి వర్యులు ఇతర మంత్రివర్యులందరికీ పేరు పేరున నమస్కారం అండి. నా పేరు కుమార్ రాజు. సార్ మా రిక్వెస్ట్ ఏంటంటే సార్ టోటల్గా ఇండియా ఎక్స్పోర్ట్స్లో మోర్ దాన్ 50% ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ నుంచి ఉన్నాయి.
You know English, better to talk in English so that they will follow everybody.
యాక్చువల్లీ ఫ్రమ్ ఇండియా total exports, more than 50% of the exports from Andhra Pradesh, but we are not getting in that ratio funds from the NFDB and PMMSY. We are requesting to provide the funds according to the production of the state. Why? Because, sir, actually by 2028, digital traceability is the mandatory. To get that digital traceability, we have to provide some facilitations to the farmers, like inlet, outlet, to dedicated power lines, dedicated roads, IoT devices, adoption of small scale farmers. That is not possible. We have to support in those areas. But NFDB framing rules, they are not taking suggestions from the state government. Actually, state government has to decide what our farmers require. In which area we have to give the funds. Actually, state government has to decide. For example, PMMSY providing funds for construction of new ponds. But in Andhra Pradesh, already ponds are exist. New pond construction is very minimal percentage. That is not useful. So, better to take the suggestions from the state government where to give the funds like that. I am requesting you, sir. For that, I have the detailed representation to Honorable Chief Minister, sir. Thank you, sir.
थैंक यू राजू जी। सर समय अभाव के कारण मेरे पास लंबी लिस्ट थी, हम उनको ले नहीं पाएंगे। सर टेक्निकल सेशन में वी विल बी इनवाइटिंग ऑल दी स्टेक होल्डर्स फॉर देयर इनपुट। सो सभी स्टेक होल्डर्स का जिन्होंने अपने इनपुट शेयर किए, सजेशन दिए, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। एंड नाउ आई रिक्वेस्ट जनेंद्र जी टू टेक द प्रोग्राम फॉरवर्ड।
Thank you so much, Sagar Behra ji, for this very meaningful and fruitful segment of this inaugural session. अब मैं देवीय सज्जनों निवेदन करूंगा ऑनरेबल यूनियन मिनिस्टर ऑफ फूड प्रोसेसिंग इंडस्ट्रीज श्री चिराग पासवान जी